Yo, what's going on, guys? Sam here. Welcome to your actual last minute, last second, last hours leaks and rumors video for Apple's September event happening in less than 24 hours. A lot of people put these out a few hours, a few days ago. I had a feeling something was going to come out last second, and it did. Two major features for the iPhone 11 apparently have been scrapped. They're not happening this year, which is really concerning considering the fact that we've already heard that the iPhone 11 this year isn't going to be that big of an upgrade. There's some good news sprinkled in here, but I want to give you guys the latest. So drop a like if you're looking forward to this video. It does seriously help me and the channel out. Hit subscribe for more, and let's go ahead and let's break the news. First thing I want to jump into is for the iPhone 11 Pro. Now, one of the features we've been talking about forever is reverse wireless charging, being able to set your AirPods, or we just learned earlier today, an Apple Watch on the back of your iPhone 11 Pro, either the 5.8 or 6.5 inch model, and have it start charging so that if you forget your AirPods wireless charger or lightning cable or that special really annoying first party charger for your Apple Watch, you could simply set it on the rear of your iPhone 11 Pro and be good to go. Well, according to Minchico, there's a good chance that that's not happening anymore. Just like with AirPower, Apple's wireless charging mat, that was a disaster from the get-go. Apple hasn't been able to get wireless charging right on the 2019 iPhones either. And this is pretty concerning because Samsung has had this feature out for a number of months now. And for Apple the day before an Apple event to scrap the feature because it's not performing as expected, that's pretty concerning. Considering the fact that this iPhone doesn't have a redesign, it doesn't have any major feature that we've never seen anywhere else. Apple's just said, we're canceling this feature. But as soon as a couple days ago, Bloomberg was saying Apple is definitely working on reverse wireless charging, that is coming to this year's iPhones. Now even Mark Gurman on Twitter has said, yeah, we've heard the same thing, that apparently last second, Apple's run into some issues. So that's the first 2019 iPhone Pro feature that has been scrapped. Second feature, no Apple Pencil support. In a year again where so little with the iPhone is changing, many sources thought this year would be the year that Apple makes the jump to introduce second or first generation Apple Pencil supports on the new iPhones. Well, again, according to Minchico, obtained by 9to5Mac, that's not coming either. So no bilateral wireless charging and no Apple Pencil support, guys. Two major features that were heavily rumored for the iPhone 11 Pro models. That is apparently not coming. Now, as sad as that is, guys, we can go cry our tears away because there is some good news here. Even though we're not getting those two new features, something that we have been waiting on arguably since the dawn of the iPhone. Fast charging is coming to the Pro models. An 18-watt power adapter, according to Minchico, is on the way, guys. So while the iPhone has supported fast charging for a couple of years now, this is the first year where out of the box you're going to be able to super quickly charge your iPhone 11 Pro models. Again, this is coming to both the 5.8 and 6.5 inch models. So no matter which variation of $1,000 you spend, whether it's $999 or $1,099, you're going to be getting fast charging in the box. And likely, I think it's going to be a USB-C to Lightning cable, but Kuo does reaffirm that we've heard could be Lightning, could be USB-C. We flip-flopped an infinite number of times there. It is going to remain Lightning, at least for this year on the 2019 iPhones. And that is true of the Pro models in addition to the regularly sized 6.1 inch LCD iPhone. It's a little bit cheaper, about $749. It's still gonna be Lightning on all the models. So all your accessories that you have are gonna continue to work, but we still got that proprietary port, don't we, Apple? We don't have that USB-C that so many of us want. Conversely, though, if you don't spend over $1,000 on this year's iPhone, you won't be getting fast charging. So if you buy the new 6.1 inch LCD iPhone, likely just called iPhone or iPhone 11 with no Pro moniker, it's going to be $749, so it is lower cost than the two high-end models, but you're getting the standard 5-watt charging brick. So arguably, for the mass populace, there's still going to be no fast charging in the box. And this one is sort of understandable just because if you are spending extra money, you definitely deserve to get some extra specs and extra stuff inside the box. But for Apple to still not just fork out that extra few cents per iPhone and include a fast charger in every box, come on, guys, it's a little bit disappointing still. Again, the design of this year's iPhones is expected to remain unchanged, so same pretty much overall design. You get your side button, maybe a new mute switch that goes up and down, but we don't know for sure. This is the final design. This is what we're going to see on stage in less than 24 hours, and we know this because Mark Gurman of Bloomberg, who has a really good track record for reporting, essentially never really gotten anything wrong before, said that the Apple logo is going to be centered. So there's a very good chance that not only will we not see the iPhone branding on the bottom, but that the Apple logo is just going to be smack in the middle of the device, because at this point, I mean, everybody already knows that it's an iPhone if it has an Apple logo. However, that said, there is some indication that Apple could be using rainbowish tinting inside of the Apple logo. At first, we thought it could be on the outside of the phone, and here's a concept of what that could look like. Honestly, this looks so cool. It's so fresh. I feel like the silver, gold, space gray are just so boring and tired now that I want Apple to do something like Samsung and just give us, I don't know, the literal rainbow on our phone. But Max Weinbeck has been telling Everything Apple Pro. A couple of other sources have suggested that the Apple logo itself could have some sort of a minor rainbow tint. And this is supported by Apple filing for the return of the rainbow Apple logo to some products, not only on apparel, but on literal Apple devices themselves. We have heard from a source that talked to Mac Rumors that a rainbow Apple logo could be returning. So that's pretty cool. It'd be one of those changes that would definitely let people know, oh, you have the new iPhone. Like, yes, the Apple logo is a little bit different. Yes, the design is the same, but that Apple logo would catch anybody's eye. The rest of the information in this report is the same thing we've been hearing forever, that there's not a new design, that a triple camera setup is coming to the Pro models. It's the same story over and over, yet two features, Apple Pencil support and bilateral wireless charging, those have suddenly been scrapped. It's also reaffirmed in this report, though, that the iPhones are going to get ultra wideband for improved indoor navigation. So that's actually really nice. I know that my phone gets confused all the time, especially when I'm like deep underground. Makes it sound like I live in a cave here. But like, I'm talking about if you're in a parking garage or like downtown Chicago, where every single garage is inside just layers upon layers of concrete. Hopefully this is going to help with that so that your iPhone GPS isn't always confused. And even walking around outside, if you have a lot of skyscrapers, I've seen my iPhone get confused more than it doesn't get confused. So that's actually a really good detail here. But again, that's really nothing new. We had heard that a bit before, and it's just reaffirmed here. But I'm a little bummed about those other two features, guys. I want to hear your thoughts about this down below. What do you think about, well, the state of the iPhone 11 Pro and iPhone 11 now? Now, moving on to the Apple Watch, we haven't really got any new information here. We do know, though, from Bloomberg, a report came out a few days ago that reiterated for the final time that big changes happened last year. They're not happening this year. There could be a new health sensor, but nobody's really saying that except for one source. Maybe a redesigned side button, but Bloomberg, who is rarely wrong, has basically said that the Apple Watch is just going to be minorly revised this year, have new titanium and ceramic finishes, but largely look and feel the same and work the same as the Apple Watch Series 4. In fact, there's not even said to be a new processor this year, which would be very strange. Like, if there's one rumor you can always count on, it's that the new iPhone is going to get faster or more efficient every year. That's something that we've come to expect over time. And with the Apple Watch Series 5 this year, apparently there is not even a new processor coming. So maybe Apple just calls it the Series 4 again with new finishes, but that's so weird to me that the Apple Watch just wouldn't be updated for a product that has substantially gained traction year after year since it came out in 2015 or 2016. So I'll keep you guys updated on that. I've got full coverage of the event, of course, coming tomorrow. Really the only mystery for this event now that we've heard about these scrapped iPhone features, we've heard a bit more about the Apple Watch, is the one more thing section. In a report from Quartz the other day, they suggested that Apple could announce some new AirPods, but Bloomberg and a couple of other sources seem to indicate that that's a bit farther down the road, likely coming as early as March 2020, but just sometime next year in general. It could be the new MacBook Pro, but Bloomberg said at the end of an article the other day that they expected iPad and Mac updates to come later in 2019. The only other thing that remains that has been heavily rumored, especially recently, are the Apple Tile trackers, the Bluetooth tags that you could put on, well, anything and see it in the Find My app on your phone, or Apple AR glasses of some sort. But I don't know if either of those are ready for release, and would Apple really do a one more thing, like a big reveal for a tile tracking competitor product, like a little chip that you put on products? Like, listen, I think it'd be cool what we're hearing, that you could point your iPhone around a room and using augmented reality and Bluetooth, your iPhone would show you exactly in the room where this object is. Like, listen to me, that sounds cool. I'm not even gonna debate you guys there. But for Apple to do a one more thing, that is generally reserved for something that nobody's ever seen or heard about before, or something that is gonna blow our minds. And I don't know if that's gonna be it. So maybe Apple previews the new 16-inch MacBook Pro, rumored to look something like this. Maybe we don't get one more thing at all, but again, the source saying we're gonna get one more thing at this event has never been wrong. so far. So that's the latest for Apple's September event. There's some surprise left in here, but the night before, I don't remember seeing a report like this pretty much ever. It's usually just saying, hey, all the features we thought we were going to see, we're going to see. Now hearing some things have been changed, scrapped last minute. Apple wasn't able to get things up to the standards that they'd like. I'm a bit more intrigued to watch this event and see what they talk about and what they don't talk about than I was 24 hours ago. So let me know your thoughts about all this down below. Are you looking forward to the event? Drop a like if you are, drop a like if you aren't, drop a dislike if you didn't like the video. Hit subscribe for more like this. I'm so excited to bring you guys some cool content tomorrow. Lots of exciting things planned. I've been Sam, hope you're doing well, and I'll catch all of you in my next video.